Are you tired of being overcharged and forced into paying a monthly subscription for your Mac and Windows software? Well, if you are, currently we're having a 50% off discount on all the latest Mac and Windows software, such as AutoCAD, SolidWorks, Photoshop, Microsoft Office, and much more. Our 50% off discount will be ending soon.
So be sure to text Ready to Buy, that's Ready to Buy, to the number on the screen. Starting pricing for low-end software, $100. And starting pricing for high-end software, $500.
We aim to please, so expect 24/7 technical support, the latest premium software, instant software links delivered to your email, and PayPal's buyer's protection guarantee.
Travis Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Have we heard about this?
No.
Punks jump up to get beat down.
Travis Scott is accused of beating up a sound man during a fit of rage and vandalizing property at Don Toliver's show. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know who the fuck Don Toliver is.
Me neither. Who is that?
But he's somebody that Travis Scott
beat up.
Oh, I guess Cactus Jack has an artist named Don Toliver. Who's Cactus Jack?
Yeah, who the fuck? I know Haitian Jack, but who's Cactus Jack?
So it's reported that Scott got into a physical altercation with the sound engineer, during which he allegedly punched the man and caused $12,000 in damage to a speaker and video screen.
Lawsuit. Woo!
The identity of the person involved and the reason for Travis' fit of rage remains unknown, but he was most likely unhappy with the job sound man was doing during his guest performance with his Cactus Jack artist, Don Toliver. So, okay, I guess that's one of his artists. I guess Cactus Jack is Homeboy's label, Travis Scott's label. Clear it up for me in the fucking chat, people. Y'all know better than I do.
I don't know who that is.
It says this news comes after Travis Scott's recently highly publicized legal trouble surrounding the deadly Astro World tragedy in November 2021, where at least 10 people died and many others were injured in a crowd surge. Travis Scott has since faced at least 125 lawsuits concerning the tragedy filed by the families of the deceased and those injured.
Damn.
The lawsuits allege that Scott and other festival organizers were responsible for inadequate safety measures, overcrowding, and not responding quickly enough to the emergency situation. As for the alleged assault incident in New York City, Travis Scott has not made any official statements as of yet.
Yo, you would think this guy would chill by now, man.
No.
He said no.
The lawsuits that made him angry.
First of all, $12,000 worth of debt to a guy like that, that's nothing. Like, he'll take that money that you got on the table right there and just throw it at somebody. That's nothing.
But why are you beating up a sound man, though?
Well,
I know how sound
in defense, yes. One time out in LA, we did have to put the beats on the sound man, only because the sound man, he's the one that got flipping at the mouth, like, you know what I mean?
Well, that's different.
Like my man Sincere was telling him to fix the sound, and then he basically said something to the you know, like, fuck you, like, shut the fuck up, like, you know what I mean, to my man Sincere, and then it was a fucking problem from that point. And then
that's different.
Did the sound man look like Jesus?
What?
He might have had long hairs and a beard.
The sound man always looked like Jesus.
Yeah, he might have had long hair. Definitely was white boy.
Fuck you.
Definitely was white boy. So once we see my man Sincere, you know what I mean, in a tussle with the sound man, then now me and X is jumping off stage, and you know what I mean. Yeah. I still got a mark to this day. Well, I'm fucking, I scraped my fucking shin on the soundboard, on the mixing soundboard, as I'm coming down trying to stomp this motherfucker.
Oh, oh,
yeah,
damn.
It was a beautiful night.
Was that the beginning of Punk's Jump Up that inspired you?
Well, no, that was at Punk's Jump Up time, though. That was around that time. It was definitely a Punk's Jump Up.
Cause your man saw it. It don't mean shit to me.
Right. We could have been doing that song. I don't remember. But all I remember is, yeah, after that happened, you know,
He got stomped out.
Yeah, he got stomped out, and all our peoples from LA, you know, shout out to my Grape Street peoples, and they just surrounded us like fucking Voltron and got us up out of there.
Damn,
this is beautiful.
Damn. Sound man. Well, sometimes sound people, you know,
that's the only time that's ever happened. To be honest,
but
in 30-something years, you know, I mean, you've definitely had problems with the sound man. Like, yo, get the shit right. You know what I mean? But that's the only time that we ever had to like put hands and feet on a motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know what's dope, Lord Jamar? Not for nothing. What's dope is back then people didn't have all these smartphones with cameras.
Facts.
Oh,
that's
why
you probably would not find footage of this.
You
These
get away
days,
with a lot more.
Everybody would have had footage of that. Like, it would have had to have been something special where somebody that was like throwing the event was filming with a camcorder or some shit. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
with a VHS camera.
Hell yeah.
You know? And not everybody was rolling like that.
Nope.
Yeah. Back then you can get away with a lot more.
Oh, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
So I don't know what the circumstances is, but you know, this doesn't sound like serious trouble for Mr. Scott. I think he's gonna get past this. If he can get past 10 people dying at his fucking show, I think he's gonna get past having a little outburst where he broke $12,000 worth of shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Pay
We'll
restitution. Just pay for the shit. You know what I mean?
Pay him out.
And say sorry. Yeah, get a little money for his beats, whatever. You know what I mean?
Get him a new PS5.
It's $100,000 for your beats. That's how Vlad got paid. He got paid off of Rick Ross because Rick Ross whooped him out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that's how he got all that money?
Like originally, I think he got like 350,000 or some shit off of Rick Ross. That's the story.
People still ask me like, "What, man, when you gonna get back on the boomerang?"
They still say that to me too. Hey, you should go back on there. Like, you even have people that say we should apologize to him.
Ain't that a bitch?
What?
Yeah,
we should apologize to him.
And these are other black people saying this to us.
In order to go back on his shit. Like,
these are other black people saying this to us.
Wow.
Man.
Like, black folk can't stand on shit, bro. Nothing.
Hey, have you gotten that personally face to face, or is this all internet stuff?
Nah, this is internet shit. Well, no, I've had somebody personally be like, yo, you know what would be ill? If you went back on that.
Oh, shut up.
I was like, man.
Shut the fuck up. You can't.
Fuck out of here.
You can't. You yourself would look like a fucking clown if you went back.
Fuck out of here.
You can't.
You know what I kind of peep? I kind of peep he's taking Godcast guess. Like he had the homie Unique Audio, Mecca Audio on there.
Yeah, well, he's not taking them. I mean,
I don't care. No, yeah. That's
and I talked to Unique or whatever, before, because he kind of hit me and told me he was gonna do it. And I was like, listen, bro,
your life, you can do whatever you
can
want.
do it, yeah. I'm gonna be disappointed, but you can do it. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't like I'm gonna hate you afterwards or whatever, but at the same time, I am gonna be disappointed. Because this is what I'm saying. Like, the problem that we have as black people a lot of times is that we can't fucking stay on motherfucking code with each other. You know what I mean?
Man, we the worst.
We can't stay on code.
Worst.
And
worst.
Regardless, back in the days, there was a code like for you and your niggas, like, right or wrong, if you get into some shit, I'm fighting with you. You know what I mean? Because you my man. It doesn't matter if you was wrong, because that was part of, we're together. We'll figure that out later if you was wrong. But right now, if some shit goes down, we got to rock together. Like, even if I don't fully agree with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why you got into this shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is the type of shit that white people do for each other.
Man.
Like, again, your man is not even a practicing small hat.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
He sure
He's
isn't.
not even a practicing small hat.
Nope.
And yet he was on code because that's what they do when they needed him to be. So I'm just saying, we as original people have to do the same shit. I don't give a fuck if you don't. It wasn't about the minister fully. You know what I mean? Like, it was, but it wasn't. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you got your brothers and your peers calling for us to come together as one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Under one common cause. This nigga's not really doing nothing for nobody. And y'all can't, you know what I mean? Y'all can't come together just because.
Everybody got a headquarters but us. See, they got the headquarters. They got the AD, blah, blah, blah. They got the Brit, blah, blah, blah. They got headquarters. And no matter whether they're practicing or not, they can always report to headquarters. They go to headquarters and go, remember the Super Friends? Meanwhile, back at the Justice League, and every other race has headquarters. Meanwhile, what do? You know what you have to do. We have to get together, no matter what our differences. We the only motherfuckers that be in everybody else's headquarters. We don't have our own headquarters.
Do you think it's because
we don't have headquarters?
Do you think it's because we have a wide diaspora as a people?
We have a wide diaspora, but everybody's spread out everywhere. But even European, white people, everybody's everywhere. But when it comes to their survival, they come like this with no problem. They be like, white folks will be damned if they let a brown motherfucker take over their shit.
Godfrey, what I'm saying is we have too many categories. We have FBA, we have, you know what I'm saying?
But we have a lot of those groups, but they're all infiltrated by other motherfuckers in there too. That's another thing.
Thank you again, Asia M. Goodness, she said, I salute both of you for standing on your square.
I mean, and we weren't doing it because we were having fun on there. It's a good show, but he kind of he played us like it was whack, and then we even talked to the motherfucker. We called him ourselves because we're like, you know, Jamar's been hanging out with him longer than me, but I've broke bread with him. I've brought him to my shows. We smoked cigars. We've hung out. And, you know, I've done him favors. And I'm like, you can't do this one thing for us. All you had to do was go, hey, man, my bad, blah, 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 a nice regular. But a lot of these cats, white men cannot see themselves succumbing to a black man. They'll fuck a black girl in a heartbeat. But when it comes to the black man, it's just unfathomable for them to apologize to us or say sorry to us, or, you know, because they already have a problem with us. He wants to be a black dude. He wants to do everything black men do, like fuck black women, do mixtapes and all this other shit, you know, and get black men in trouble on his fucking interviews, clown us, and then won't apologize to, even if it was Al Sharpton, motherfucker, apologize. I don't give a fuck. These are people who are part of the black community, whether you like them or not. They have been in our community for a long time. They put in their work. You can at least go, hey man, my fault. We always are rushing to say sorry to them because they actually have the power to strip us of our shit, you know? So, I mean, and we're not in beef with him at all, even though sometimes he says some smart ass shit on some of his interviews, because people tell me, yo, Vlad just said something. I said, I don't care. I'm not in grade school. I don't have a beef with the guy. We were just standing on code, man. You stand on code. When Nick Cannon said what he said, you ran and got pissed at him. You ran, and he literally apologized. But you couldn't do it for yourself. Fuck you.
Shout out to my brother, Dr. Bashara Wilson. Y'all need to check him out for natural healing and remedies and things. He said, like in your show, how Rosenberg said he eats swine, then was still on code on his Holocaust-ish with Ye.
Right.
You see? Right. Like,
That's another,
like he admitted that he has Christmas trees in his crib.
Rosenberg?
Yes, he has a Christmas tree in his crib, but then you get upset when you feel like, you know, these people are being attacked. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
huh?
Yeah.
Why?
Listen, man, I'm getting a little tired of that too. I did it on my podcast yesterday. I did a thing where I was showing videos of like Koreans and Chinese doing all this pop locking and all this other shit, all these TikToks of all these non-black people pop locking, all this DJ. I'm fucking sick of it. Now, listen, and I said, I want everybody, I love that our culture is shared. That's beautiful. Nothing wrong with that. Cultures are here to be shared. But the disrespect outweighs the fun you're having with our shit. I'm tired of, and it's black people that are enabling these motherfuckers. They make these reels. Well, they'll see like, you know, a kid from Korea breakdancing, and then some black dude's like, yo, that's dope. Stop. Enough. Stop it. We don't have it. They don't respect us. I don't give a fuck if you can pop. I don't care if you can sing black. I don't care anymore. I want respect. And you're not respecting the people. It's the same people that eat tacos and they hate Mexicans. They're going to build the wall, but there's a great taco spot down the street.
It says off code. Thank you, Dwayne Rhodes. Off code new YouTubers and the Mano situation. Okay.
Yeah, that shit's tiring. I'm just like, enough of that shit. Enough of the only time people want to show their dedication to us is with a TikTok and a twerk or some shit. And that's how they respect us. Go fuck yourself. But as soon as we buy land in their neighborhoods, everyone's up in arms. Fuck you.
Oh man, Epi said light skin headquarters. Make it happen.
What?
Light skin headquarters.
That's funny.
Hey, since I brought him up, not for nothing, you know, shout outs to Unique Mecca Audio for at least hitting up Lord Jamar. You know what I mean?
Right. You know, I mean, and that is respect. You know what I mean? Like he's man enough to be like, yo, what y'all think? What you think about this? Like,
Right.
man,
Yeah, that's
Cavario,
cool. There's nothing wrong. That's cool, man.
Yeah. You know,
I mean,
Cavario here because it
right.
wasn't Vlad directly or whatever. Cavario interviewed him for VladTV, and see, that's the new bullshit.
Is that the guy, Cavario? Is that guy that be talking?
Don Diva or whatever, you know what I mean? On certain ones, it's
right.
Cavario, yeah.
Because Vlad asked me to do some of that, like to interview people. And
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's got he's, you know, like I think he got Saigon doing it. He got a few people doing shit like that.
Which is fine. I mean,
yeah, I did it a couple times for him.
Yeah, all he had to do, like I said,
yeah, you did the pastor dude, didn't you? A couple times, the pastor.
Yeah, I did him once. I did some other people too.
My thing is this: that window that he had is just all it took was like it was so quick, and he couldn't even do that. And as much as material and content that we gave him, there's no respect for black. I'm telling you, it's just nah. I can't respect you. I don't respect you. Fuck you, niggas. That's what it was.
If you're just joining us, make sure that you click that like button. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, and click all.
I think Lord Jamar spoke on this on the last Godcast, but not for nothing. Wasn't it his platform that kicked off the T.I. Boosie joint?
Pretty much. Did you see this whole sheet? The guy we're talking about right now.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, this whole shit with T.I. and Boosie, they were supposed to put an album out, but
T.I. snitched.
Well, they're accusing him.
Okay,
there was an interview where T.I. said that he gave some information on his cousin who had passed away.
Who's dead, yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about that? Is that snitching?
I think it's not. It might not, because his cousin said, when I die, you can put it on me. I mean,
listen.
if you go, yeah, go ahead.
Right, like.
Well, let me
If you
clarify,
said that,
Godfrey.
if you put it on somebody that died, right?
Yeah.
It's not like they gonna get time
Right.
or their family's gonna get. He's gone.
Right.
So if that's gonna help you free you,
yeah, I'm gonna use it.
I don't really see the problem in that unless you know, but you got these motherfuckers that act like, you see, they want to be on code with dumb shit, with like stupid shit. Like you want to be strong on these snitching codes and all of this type of shit. But when we need you to really fucking have a code that can actually push us further as a people, now y'all don't know what a fucking code is anymore.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
You can't have it both ways, motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And we gotta make you feel like these revolutionary codes are more important than these criminal codes. You know what I mean? Because these criminal codes only benefit criminals. You know what I mean? I'm not a criminal. I don't do fucking crime anymore. So these codes don't mean anything to me. You know what I mean? I don't care about snitching codes because I'm not doing anything that requires snitching and I got to worry about that. You understand what I'm saying? So only when you're doing certain shit that you're even worried about certain bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't see that as being the worst thing in the world. You know what I mean?
I think Boosie's take is his OGs hit him up. And you know, Boosie is one of the last real street niggas. So his OGs hit him up and said, you know, you can't release that album. Huh?
You think Boosie's one of the last real street niggas, really?
In rap, he's self-proclaimed. He's self-proclaimed.
Self-proclaimed, but in reality, come on.
Does he make a lot of music?
I don't be hearing.
I only see his interviews. Interviews are funny.
He interviews. He do a lot of shows from his older music. I don't know about no new music he got. What I'm saying is, there's still a lot of real rappers out here. Huh?
Wouldn't you say? As far as rappers right now, wouldn't you say he's one of the, as far as street?
Again, there's a lot of street dudes, real street dudes that rap. That's still out here. Like, he's not like the last of them. Like,
I don't even know
what I mean. Like,
what is it?
I don't even know what that. Yeah.
Well, I think he was saying is dead or alive. I think it was just the principle of cooperating with law enforcement and telling whether your cousin's dead or alive.
Right. And what I'm saying is that's that stupid bullshit. Like, you want to stand on those codes, Mr. Boosie, of these street criminal codes, but we need you to stand on these codes of fucking with black people. So you want to be mad at him, you see what I'm saying, for crossing your street code, but now we kind of mad at you for crossing our code by still doing these fucking videos with this guy when we told you not to. You know what I mean? What the fuck? like
hey, I don't think Boosie even knew about that.
You crossing the street code to me by doing that. Man, he had to hear about it, man. Somehow he had to hear something about it, man.
Well, from his interviews, I like Boosie. He be making me laugh like a motherfucker.
He's a funny guy. He's a funny guy,
dude, man. But, and I don't know his music, but yeah, man.
You know his music.
Like in a way that I feel like, though, he's being exploited in a way. The type of humor is like, yeah, we could have appreciated as black people, but are white people like using this to almost make fun of him?
Oh,